What's up everybody, Steven Z Killer here, and I'm bringing you a brand new reaction video. But before that, about 80% of you guys watching are not subscribed. That means two things, either you're new or you're returning, and hopefully this is the video that gets you hit that subscribe button today. The new goal for this channel is 400,000 subscribers, and the only way we can do that is by you right there hitting that subscribe button. I can feel it rising. I can feel it. Ah! Keep hitting the subscribe button. Keep doing it. One day we'll even go even further beyond and hit 1 million subscribers. So hit that subscribe button today. What's up everybody, Steven Z Killer here bringing another reaction, and today we're checking out some big Marvel news. I did a YouTube short yesterday, news dropped, and I probably should have done this video sooner. I know I had some technical difficulties yesterday, but I also had a planned stream with buddies, and I didn't even get to stream yesterday because I was having some technical difficulties, and I just played games with my friends, and one of them did stream, my friend Pilk. But yeah, we're back today with some Avengers news. Avengers 5. And we found out who Doom is getting played by. And I did a YouTube short on my reaction yesterday. So if you didn't see my YouTube short, here's a quick rough edit of my reaction of finding out who the fuck is playing Dr. Doom. Oh my god. Okay. Are we about to get some Dr. Doom stuff? Hold up. Whoa! Wait a second. What? He's a variant of Dr. Doom! What? Yeah, that's right. Oh my fucking god. Oh. And I've been seeing so many memes and everything, like people posting the meme where you try, or you're a hero so long you become a villain. I've seen a meme where it shows a shot of Tony Stark getting stabbed by Thanos, and then how it started and how it's ended, kind of stuff. And then there's a certain scene from the comics that involves Doom and Thanos. If you haven't seen it, let's just say Thanos is on the receiving end of things in a very gruesome and horrible way. Look it up yourself if you guys want. But today we're checking out a video that popped up on my feed. Because honestly, the only thing I saw about it was the reveal itself. And basically, Robert Downey Jr. being Dr. Doom is fucking amazing to see. And I'm so glad that he's back. It's not my normal reaction kind of stuff, but I just had to make still a video on this because I'm just so excited. We're getting two big Avengers movies, 2026, 2027, and it's going to be Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame level of hype. A lot of people are saying this, and I do agree. Marvel is fucking back! Because, let's be honest, the last couple of years, Marvel has kind of declined between phase 4 and phase 5. Let's be honest, it's not been the greatest. Honestly, I think the last good Marvel movie to me was, and a lot of people didn't like it that much, I know a lot of people were like about it, was the Doctor Strange movie with Scarlet Witch and stuff. I think that was the last, that one, not like good, because of course there's a Spider-Man one between that and that and whatnot. I just didn't care for Eternals. I didn't care for the Marvels. I didn't care for just She-Hulk. Of course, we did have like some of the good TV series, but also we had some stinkers. She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, shit, and a couple other ones I'm just forgetting. But either way, I'm super super excited. The hype I had back when Infinity Wars trailers drop and Endgame and all that stuff, my heart is pounding. I got the same feeling I did when I saw Civil War's trailer, when we saw Hulk versus Hulkbuster vibes. Just like, I was just so fucking happy. Like, seriously. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. I know a lot of you guys clicked on this video. Now, we're going to get more footage of the whole event. I found this video. It was 17 hours ago. Emergency Awesome. It's one of the most viewed videos I saw with a trailer breakdown from Marvel Comic Con. So I'm excited to check this out. I'm going to show my support by subscribing and liking. The original video will be linked down below. We're going to watch this. This should have a lot of more information because, like I said, the only thing I saw was in that YouTube short yesterday. That is it. So anything else added to this will be brand new to me. So I'm super excited to check this out. And also, when I'm done uploading this video and I get this video, I'm hoping within about 4 o'clock my time, which is about an hour from now, I will be going live shortly afterwards. So stay tuned for that live stream. Anyways, let's get into this and enjoy it right now.
As proof of the unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel multi-universe, we give you...
Okay, I will say one other thing I did see. They did a whole thing where you saw all these motherfuckers walk on stage, and then the last one was full green, emerald green and stuff like that. That's the last thing I probably did see outside of that YouTube short. You guys didn't get to see that section. I had to trim it down and all that stuff for the YouTube short wise. Anyways.
The one person.
Oh, I also saw a clip where somebody screamed right before the mask got taken. Jared Leto! Nope. And who said? And this person just said somebody.
The one.
Wait, who?
Multi-universe. We give you the one.
Robert De Niro. Oh, okay.
One person who could play Victor Von Doom.
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh wow, this motherfucker is calling it in the. Wow, damn. Oh my god, I still get the chills. I got the goosebumps. I wish I was there. I really do. Oh, this is a really good angle, by the way. I'm glad I'm watching this.
New mask.
Okay, this is all new. I haven't seen this.
Same task. What did I tell you? I like playing complicated characters.
And you do a damn good job.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. Marvel just did the thing at their Comic-Con panel this year, 2024. They just announced that Avengers 5 is now titled Doomsday, and Robert Downey Jr. will be returning as Doctor Doom from another universe. So we'll break it all down. Secret Wars is still happening. Avengers 6.
Yeah, Avengers, Secret Wars, Doomsday. I believe the original title for it was The Kang Empire, I believe, or something. I could be mistaken. Comment down below. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. But I know it had to do with Kang, the Conqueror. But all the stuff that went down with the actor and his contract, and we had this thing a long time ago. Me and my buddies, we did a podcast and we talked about possibly how they could bring Doom into the multiverse because of all the stuff that was going on. And one of my friends, Pilk, actually, had this idea, and I do hope we see something reference the death of Kang by Doom, and that could be the reason why he's now the big bad. Like, he takes out the entire Kang Empire on his own to prove that he is the true threat. Like, Doom is going to be way bigger than Thanos. Like, Thanos with even the Infinity Gauntlet and Doom, like, Thanos couldn't handle Doom, even with all the Infinity Stones, I think. I'm not an expert, but basically that's how big he needs to be.
The Russo brothers are directing both movies now, both Avengers movies. This confirms a lot of long-running fans.
A lot of people are happy about that too, and I am as well. There's not a single one of their movies that they've directed that is bad to me.
And theories, so we'll break it all down. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the episodes. There were a bunch of trailers that they also aired at the Marvel Comic-Con panel. I'll do some videos for those too, for like Captain America: Brave New World, the Thunderbolts trailer they revealed, the Fantastic Four trailer.
A lot of that stuff I didn't see, so I'm glad to see this breaking it a little bit down for me.
There's so much stuff. It's going to take a couple of days to get through it all. But the real big thing is the return of Robert Downey Jr. I've been talking about him coming back for like the last couple of years, ever since Endgame, really. Like, we all knew that he would come back eventually. It was just a question of how they would bring him back.
And it really does work, because Iron Man, aka Tony Stark of the main MCU universe, is dead. And if they did bring Tony back, it would definitely have to be a different actor, a variant. But the fact that they're able to get Robert Downey Jr. to come back and be a variant of Doom, basically Doom, I don't think he's going to be known as another version of technically Tony Stark. He will be a different name. He will be Victor Von Doom. He'll just be a different multiverse version of Tony with a different life, different name, everything. Kind of situation, I feel like.
Kevin Feige said a long time ago that they never planned to undo his Iron Man sacrifice, the main 616 version
and that
of
makes
Iron
sense.
Man, Tony
Yeah.
Stark, which makes sense. I think.
I honestly, if they ever did, I think that would ruin the entire thing. I would not like it. This scene still gives me fucking goosebumps. I can still go back, and I have done this, where I'm sitting down and I watch Infinity War and Endgame back to back, and I fucking cry still.
We all assume that, like, oh, they'll just bring him back as a variant from another universe, as another version of the character, or another type of character.
And I say, the only way they can bring back Tony Stark is if it's a different actor, as a variant, not Robert Downey Jr. as a different Tony Stark. No, I truly don't think that should be a thing. Nope, never.
And the funny thing about him playing a version of Doctor Doom, that's actually a relatively recent rumor, people thinking he's coming back as Doctor Doom. But way back in the day, you might remember this if you followed Marvel movies going back to like the early 2000s, before the original Fantastic Four movies at Fox came out. Like, we just got, big spoiler warning, because you might not have seen Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh God, please tell me he gives me a time code to skip, because I do not want that in my video, and also I have yet to see the movie. I'm going to just skip a little ahead, because I don't know what he's about to say, and he said spoiler warning. So wait, unless it's in his credits. No, it doesn't seem like he has any time code.
Spoiler warning for that movie and the cameos.
Okay, I'm going to skip ahead just a little bit.
I think I think.
Wait, unless that's still part of it. Hold up. I'm going to. All right. Hopefully by now we should be good.
Personally, I think they made the right call. Like, I think he was born to play Iron Man.
All right, this seems like a good set. I haven't seen Deadpool or Wolverine yet, and I don't want to be spoiled. And of course, I don't want you guys to have anything spoiler in here myself, so I skipped. Maybe I missed something, maybe I didn't. I don't care. I'm not risking it.
I'm glad that he did not play Doctor Doom in those original Fantastic Four movies. If that had happened, he probably would not have become Iron Man. I think part of the reason why they're bringing him back as this version of Doctor Doom is because of the way Doctor Doom is a man of science and a man of magic in the comics. He's a very good foil for Iron Man type of characters, like technology-based characters, but also Doctor Strange magic-based characters. There was also a deleted scene from Avengers Infinity War where he briefly became the Sorcerer Supreme, and Doctor Strange briefly became what they call the Iron Mage, getting his Iron Man armor nanites.
Oh, that's
so they were
cool.
already bumping up against the idea of doing a
that concept. Okay.
magic-based version of Tony Stark. There's also a version of Sorcerer Supreme Tony Stark in the comics, too. So all the pieces are there, and it's just an opportunity for him to play a very different type of character, but also be an overarching villain. You go from being like the hero, the anchor being, so to speak, to make a Deadpool and Wolverine reference of the main 616 universe, to being the ultimate villain. Doesn't it make sense now why they've held off on doing Doctor Doom in the MCU for so long? Like, there have been so many deleted scenes, so many times that they almost did him. He was almost going to be in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Early on last year,
Really?
the Wasp Quantumania underperformed at the box office. There was talk of turning Avengers 5 into something completely different and pivoting away from the Kang dynasty of it all, the Council of Kangs. I think Marvel assumed the general audiences just weren't as down for Kang as they expected the hardcore fans to be down for Kang. So at their story retreat later that year, they talked...
Well, also, they had to pivot because of all the legal and whatnot issues with the actor.
Talked about pivoting to an overarching villain for the next Avengers movie.
The movie itself didn't do that well and wasn't well received, but I think Kang as a character was still okay, especially during the Loki stuff, the Loki season series and stuff like that. But I know Ant-Man and Wasp wasn't the greatest of the Marvel movies, let's be honest. There's a lot of things in that movie was just like,
movie being Doctor Doom, because we have God Emperor Doom in Secret Wars from the comics. There was also the Doctor Doom teaser during Deadpool and Wolverine in all the trailers and in the movie. During the movie, when they first land on Battleworld, you see the Secret Wars comic book number 5 with Doctor Doom's face on the cover. So
that was part of the trailer. We should be fine.
part of the idea is we thought that they were teasing that Doctor Doom would show up in some way. They didn't.
I remember seeing that being like a Easter egg in the trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Feature any Doctor Doom footage during the Fantastic Four teaser, and they're meant to take place in an alternate universe. Supposedly a version of Doctor Doom is going to show up somewhere in that movie. What they could do, early theory, is they could introduce this Robert Downey version of Doctor Doom as that Doctor Doom, and then bring him to the MCU with that team eventually. Just as a way to make sense how Robert Downey...
All I have to say is, for the next couple years, Marvel should be on the rise. Like, I really feel like the next Captain America movie, I'm very hyped for. I haven't had the hypeness for a lot of the movies recently. Like, even the most recent, what was it? Guardians of the Galaxy was okay. There was one really good scene in there, but it was all right. It wasn't the greatest. Thor: Love and Thunder was kind of subpar. Just in general, just a lot of the movies just fell on its face.
Downey Jr. comes back to the MCU, like he escapes the destruction of that universe with the Fantastic Four, because they're meant to be the main team of Fantastic Four in the MCU going forward after this. So they have to come to the MCU at some point. Why not Robert Downey Jr. be their version of Doctor Doom in that universe, and he come with them to the MCU? They didn't really get into the plot details, but obviously this is like a total plot change from what Avengers 5 Kang Dynasty was originally going to be. Like, they
definitely
wiped the slate clean, completely new idea.
But they had to.
We're supposed to get a teaser for the new Avengers team during Captain America 4 Brave New World, but I think we will see the team actually fully come together until the beginning of Avengers 5. During Deadpool and Wolverine, he clowns...
It's still going to be very challenging to develop the Avengers team and everything, and to make it feel like it did during Infinity War and Endgame. Like, we still have a couple big points. I think there was been a teaser for a I don't know if it's a official one or anything, but the next Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland. We need another one of those, because he's going to be a big part of the next Avenger movies. I feel like he's taking over as the role for a lot of things. So
on the multiverse saga big time, like he rips it hard, saying that everybody's getting tired of it, kind of breaking the fourth wall, saying that everything has been lackluster since Avengers Endgame. Can we just move past the multiverse of it all? I think this was Marvel behind the scenes tipping their hand to them turning Avengers 5 into less of a multiverse movie, maybe like a little bit of multiverse stuff to pay off that Kang storyline, but to make it more of a grounded, Earth-based, single universe kind of movie. What they can actually do now, this actually lends credence to the idea that God...
I just hope it just has, at most, I don't think it can. I don't think Doomsday and Infinity War, not Infinity War, Doomsday and Secret Wars is going to be able to top Infinity War and Endgame. I don't think it will, but I hope it gets close. I genuinely do. I don't think it can beat, but I hope it gets close. Let me know down below how you guys feel.
God Emperor Doom, Robert Downey Jr. now will be the main villain of Avengers 6 Secret Wars as well. He comes in as a regular villain, Doctor Doom, during Avengers 5, but then becomes so much more powerful by the end of that movie and becomes God Emperor Doom into Secret Wars. The other big side of that coin, too, is the Marvel bringing the Russos back to direct both Avengers 5 and Avengers 6. They will release back-to-back 2026 and 2027, just like Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame.
I mean, this is
Not gonna lie, I actually now want to watch Infinity War and Endgame. I genuinely do. And I've seen the movies so many fucking times. I just want to watch it again.
potentially one of the more entertaining characters in all of fiction. If we're going to do this, if we're going to bring him to movie theaters worldwide, then I think we're going to need the greatest actor in the world to play that character.
Ben Affleck.
Okay.
That's funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, as
I like how all different people have been saying different names and stuff like that when they announce they're about to show who the actor is.
of the unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel multi-universe.
I think this is just meant to build on the momentum and the safe bets that Marvel is going with after Deadpool and Wolverine crushed it at the box office. It was on track for like $450 million earlier this weekend.
I am going to be trying to see that movie ASAP though. I really do. I just have been so busy with my my just genuinely my work and everything else.
Just for opening weekend. So it is a little early to say that Marvel's like 100% back. Like they still got to stick the landing with Captain America: Brave New World, with the Thunderbolts
I feel like that has a good chance. I'm not sure about Thunderbolts, but I'm interested.
movie. There was also a trailer for that at Comic-Con. I'll do a separate video for it. But it sounds like
Let me know if that would be worth watching. If there's enough support, I may check out that. But if not, maybe I'll watch it on a live stream or something.
they're swinging with the biggest possible hits
I do
that
watch
they
things
think
on
they
live
can
streams,
pull,
and they never
pulling in
become
all
videos,
the
so
biggest elements.
make sure to join my live streams if you ever see me go live. If I do any reactions to anything, a good portion of it never gets uploaded. Some videos may, some videos may not.
It's possible for Avengers 5 and Avengers 6 to get asses in theaters. The Return of the King, Robert Downey Jr., is one way to do that. I am sure once they start the press tour and he starts talking about coming back as the character, he will talk about auditioning for Doctor Doom back in the early 2000s for that original Fantastic Four movie and how he totally flubbed that audition. Are we not super happy that that wound up happening? Because now they can actually pay it off in a much better way. Like, he's a much more accomplished actor now.
Oh,
And we got to
definitely.
see his Iron Man full circle.
I feel like
There've been a
it worked out way better. MCU Doctor Doom Easter eggs. Okay.
Deleted scenes and Easter eggs for Doctor Doom in the newer Marvel movies, though. Probably the biggest one was during Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness because the director Sam Raimi, the writer, specifically talked about the Doctor Doom character when they were writing parts of the movie.
The detail of the teleportation device he uses to get into the scene is something we took from the comics. That's Doctor Doom's time door.
What they're talking about is actually right out of the comics. The whole idea is
Oh,
that
wow.
King basically finds Doctor Doom's museum in an old Doombot and takes his technology to create his first time travel device, taking it back in time to ancient Egypt to become the Rama Tut version of Kang, which we saw recently during Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumania. That's meant to be him at the beginning of his timeline. Eventually, the Fantastic Four found out what he was doing because it was happening in a Fantastic Four comic book, one of the earliest ones. They go back, stop him, and he escapes to the future to become Kang the Conqueror, like he changes his name to Kang, then keeps coming back to fight the Avengers through different parts of the timeline.
You're an Avenger. Have I killed you before? They all blur together after a while. You're not the one with the hammer.
It's Thor.
So in the 838 universe, there is a version of Doctor Doom that's active in this universe.
I may have to watch a couple of these movies again just so to have refreshers, but a lot of them are not the greatest. The ones that have come out recently, like I said.
They just didn't cast an actor to play him.
I actually do want to watch Doctor Strange, this one, Multiverse of Madness, because I've seen it once in theaters and I haven't seen it since, honestly. So I need to watch it again before probably I'll probably start watching some of these movies here and there.
In the movie. One of the Kangs in the background here during Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania post-credit scene is also the Doctor Doom version of Kang. So there are actually two different versions of Doctor Doom Kang. One is Doctor Doom becoming a version of Kang, and the other is Kang pretending to be Doctor Doom. This is just meant to be a version of Kang in an alternate universe that's pretending to be Doctor Doom, which is why his armor looks like Doctor Doom's armor. The version of Doctor Doom that becomes a version of Kang is called Doom the Annihilating Conqueror. That's more like Doom taking the powers of Kang. During Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which takes place in the MCU, a big plot point is the other nations of the world searching for vibranium. At the beginning of the movie, originally, Lake Bell's character was supposed to be a version of Lucia von Barda, who's one of Doctor Doom's underlings from Latveria. And she was going to secretly be working for him to find that underwater vibranium. So Doctor Doom is looking for vibranium in the MCU. Also, during the Moon Knight series, when he winds up in that foreign country, in the background, there is a castle that looks just like the castles of Latveria. And the writers also specifically said that was meant to be an Easter egg, like, yeah, he's probably in a version of Latveria when he's waking up here. Right now, my early theory for Avengers 5 Doomsday, like him being the big villain of Avengers 5, is that he comes to the MCU, he might be the version from the Fantastic Four movie from their universe that comes over. Because of all the vibranium and all the stuff that's happening in the MCU right now through Captain America Brave New World, like all the really important stuff that's happening, he tries to steal all that. They do their version of Doom War from the Black Panther comics, but just adapt it into probably Avengers 5. Tries to steal all the vibranium from Wakanda, and uses a lot of his Doom bots from the comics to do it, which are a big part of Doom War too. Like, he upgrades his Doom bots with vibranium. The new Avengers face him, but he winds up winning, and things push into Avengers 6 Secret Wars in a more closer version to the comics, or at least an adaptation of the original 1980s in the more modern 2010s version of Secret Wars. My assumption is that they will pay off some of the Kang storyline too, so there'll be like a little bit of multiverse, and I don't expect to see Deadpool or Wolverine in Avengers 5. It's possible, but I think they'll save them for Secret Wars, Doctor Doom in Avengers 5, and how are they going to carry him over to Avengers 6 Secret Wars as God Emperor Doom, or a version of a bigger villain. It just seems like all the pieces are there, so I'll do more videos when they announce more details about the movie, but they won't start filming Avengers 5 till early next year. Be sure to enable alerts for my channel to get all those other Marvel Comic-Con trailers I'll do videos for the next couple of days. I just did my full breakdown and Easter eggs for the entire Deadpool and Wolverine movie. It's a massive video. Like, that's how many
I may have to check that out in the future once I actually finally see the movie. Either way, I'm excited. I can't wait for more. And Marvel, please don't disappoint. See you guys in the next reaction. Subscribe to my channel. If you guys have suggestions, comment down below. Post your action idea section on the Discord. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, later.